Hey guys, Michael Huber, architect. Wanted to walk you through a little project that we have going. Fortunately, we are really busy and actually not taking on any new projects, at least currently, but we had this couple that were having challenges finding someone that could really help them with this design challenge they have. And it sounded interesting to me. A few things shifted, so I was able to spend a little bit of time hopefully helping them develop this so then they could take it and find someone to refine it and make it real. But as I always say, a little of me is better than none of me. So let me show you what this is about here. So they had purchased a home in a historic district. So this home was actually built in the 1800s, but it is unsalvageable, unfortunately. But part of the rules are that they can tear it down, but they need to rebuild it so that it looks just like it did originally here. That doesn't include the porch, which was an add-on, but the window location, sizes, the trim, the siding, all of that needs to be replicated and built so that it looks like it had been there since the 1800s. Obviously, this is too small for their current needs, so we will be putting an addition on, and that also needs to go through the Historic Preservation Commission to make sure that it is in keeping with not only the home, but also the neighborhood setting. So, let me walk you through a couple plan diagrams and explain this a little further. Okay, through the magic of video, I actually refilled my coffee cup. All right, let's take a look. So here's the plan concept. One of them I came up with, this one, study A. So here's that original building. You can see I just moved the entire master suite laundry room into that building. Kept the front porch element. I think that added some nice character, as well as kind of hid some of the things that are happening behind it. One of the goals that they had was, as you entered the home, it still felt historic, you know, that more traditional type feel. As you come in, maybe there's a parlor area. She collects books and is actually a writer, and hasn't had any place to display her books, and she wanted that near the entry where you could come in, see all these books, even have a window seat or chair to sit and read the books. But then as you pass through the little family room area, maybe there's some archways. The stair, we needed to keep that somewhat in this space because on the upper level of the existing building, there'll be two bedrooms, one on each side with a bathroom in the middle. So we need to enter the upper level from this location. But then as you move to the back, they wanted a kitchen with a scullery, which is a big thing I'm seeing more and more today, where people keep their juicers, microwaves, toasters, whatever on the counter, and then they can close the door and the kitchen looks clean and tidy. Wouldn't happen in my house, but a little dining area and then a little seating area like an ingle nook, or enough for 4 people. But again, they didn't want a really large living room space. The family room was enough for them, and then a screened or 4-season porch. All right, so that was one study. Another plan study I did is said, well, let's keep the family room in the original building, which is kind of one of their thoughts originally, so it would maintain that historic feel. And then I put a master bedroom addition on. Again, master bath, laundry in this area, stair. You enter in, now we've got a little smaller area for her books, maybe a place to step off to the side, take your boots off, etc. And then put the more modern spaces here, right off the porch area. Again, scullery, kitchen, dining, this fireplace area, and then the screened porch. All right, so that one seemed to kind of make some sense to them. They liked aspects of both, but I think we're leaning towards this direction. Let me show you the massing or the exterior of that. All right, so So you can see here is the original building. Now I didn't put all the windows in and whatnot. Again, this is just to get an idea of shape, but you can see we kept this front porch element. Here is that master bedroom addition. As we move around, let me turn the shadowing. As we move around, all of a sudden here comes this mid-century modern piece. And this is the challenge, this is the fun part, and this is what they wanted. Is that they wanted, let's say, business in the front, party in the back. This is the aesthetic that they were hoping for, this mid-century modern on the back side of the house, while still holding that historic context, which they have to through the Historic Preservation Commission. So this one, you can see I actually separated these two buildings with a flat roof piece. This would be that four-season porch. Then we've got this nice covered porch, again, which faces south and more to the views. So they really liked this aesthetic, and we went through a few discussions on the plans and shifting some things around. And so I'm going to show you the next refinement here. Okay, so here is an updated plan. So again, keeping the den here, master suite bathroom areas here, again in the original home. Master bedroom addition, rotated at 90 degrees. This is kind of a tight lot, a city lot, so we wanted to try to make the home as compact as possible, allowing for more yard space. We've got the covered porch, the entry. We made the library area larger because of that is the space she wanted. That's a big deal for her, again, to display books, but also just to sit there and have a cup of coffee and read some books. Stair again in the same spot. And then as you move to the back, I'm not sure if the floor might change. All of a sudden we start to get a little more playful. And we've got the kitchen, the scullery, this inglenook spot, the dining, and then the porch. Now, one of the rules of the Historic Preservation Commission is that you can't have stairs going up to an auxiliary entry and some other things. So that's what this placeholder is for the moment, where you're coming in from the garage. It is a detached garage. You've got kind of a back mudroom space, and then you go up some stairs. So all of this may shift a little bit, but I think we're getting closer to what they were looking for. So on the back side, we've got this covered porch area. Again, not the larger addition we had, trying to save some of that yard. All right, so let's take a quick look at the massing of that. All right, so here it is. You can see we're still holding the original form, the porch. As we spin around the bedroom now, we've turned it so the gable faces the street, a little less prominent. As we move around, you can see we've got the porch area here, that back entry. So it still feels, or blends in with that historic context that hopefully the city will appreciate. But then as we move to the back, here we go. We thought we could have the roof be perpendicular to the main house, just to simplify structure, etc. But under that roof could be then more playful. And you can see versus the other one where we had that larger addition out here separated with the flat roof. Now we've simplified that roof form. We've sucked everything in, but we're still having a little bit of that mid-century modern look, becoming more playful. This fireplace, they have a huge sheet of granite that they want floating above the fireplace, so that it's hard to tell. That's above here, but maybe framing that with some glass. This whole side filled with glass towards the view, angles a little bit of south. A connection from the master bedroom suite to the porch. Now we're not necessarily blocking the view from the bedroom like we were in that previous one. So in any event, I think they have not seen this yet, so hopefully they like it. Unfortunately, this is probably about as far as I can take it, just given my schedule. But the hope is then they can refine it with a draftsperson. I'd be happy to take a look at things, some back and forth as I move through this process. But anyway, I wanted to show you this is kind of a fun project, challenging because maintaining that historical context and feel, but then having it be a little more fun on the back. So in any event, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.